Hi, my name is Camila Marquez, and today I want to talk about the movie Donnie Darko. First of all, I want to describe the personality of Donnie. Um, at the beginning, I think that he was crazy and he suffers schizophrenic diseases, where he saw a big rabbit called Frank, and this big rabbit tells him some things that he has to do, and also makes him think about things that in his mind were right or were wrong, and he has to act in order to correct that things. Also, I think that Donnie was an sleepwalker, and not only he can walk in the middle of the night. I think that in the movie he can also walk crossing some parallel universes, so that's why he he can save him from the accident that happened in his house. Second, I think that he thinks the way that he think is different from the neighborhood that where he lives. He has some kind of an open-minded, and his neighborhood is kind of conservative. So that's why um, he doesn't belong from that neighborhood. How I will describe the atmosphere in Donny's high school? Well, I separated. First. I'm going to talk about the relationship between the students, and then I'm going to talk about teachers and their in class and out of the class. Students suffer some kind of bullying. It's the typical thing that happens in high school in the States, where the bigger ones bother the little ones, and the people that doesn't belong from the States. For example, the Asian girl that were there, and their pronunciation in English was different. So they bother her, and not only her, as I told you, they bother the little or the weak person. Teachers are the person. I think that are two types of teachers there. The ones that were very conservative, as the director of the school and the coach of the little sister of Donnie. And also we have the other ones that has an open-minded, as the English teacher, who also promotes their students to do some things uh, outside the box, think outside the box, and being very philosophical person who doesn't do things very straight as all the other teachers in that school. How is the role in how what is the role that that religion plays here? Well, I think it's very important because everything was good if the people do the things that were inside the things that teachers and parents things that were good. And as I told you, it's a very conservative neighborhood, and the other things that were outside or were different were bad. So that's why Donnie has very difficult troubles in their school, because they think that he was a bad guy or a bad figure to the little ones, and that's why he was suspended from school. Also, how do I explain the ending of the movie? I think it's the combination between travel through time and also um, being insane because Johnny is a person who all the time is telling them that things that they never think that would happen. So I think it's kind of the way that he was insane with his hallucinations and how people saw him from the reality. But also, I think it's a parallel reality where Donnie saved him from the terrible accident that happened in his house. And the thing is that he has the date in his arm because it's the way that he can. It's kind of he traveled through the past, and he has 28 dates to travel all through the day that happened that accident and continue to the reality, the primary reality. So I think that it's the combination of both. Um, why I think that the directors wanted to make this film difficult? Well, I think that he wanted to make us think outside the box. As I tell you, it's kind of make us analyze some things that would happen in parallel. What happen if the same action happens in different way? For example, if Donnie Darkos die, what would happen, and also what happened if Donnie Darkos didn't die. So it's how things would happen in different things. It's the same as yes, if you have the decision to, if you have to decide if you can do that or do you're not going to do that. It's how I think it's why I think that the director makes us difficult to understand because we have to analyze the two things or the different situations or parallel situations between one thing or making one decision.